Previously on Life as Amber Knows It.
I've been feeling like the man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can daily.
I'm going to put my protein shake in first and then put this on top.
Don't try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me.
Second cup of water, so that's 40 ounces. So my ring light is a little broken, so I got a little janky setup here, but we gonna make this work. So I'm a little under the weather. I'm hoping that Corona, Lachey, the virus did not get to me. I took my test yesterday. They said it takes 2 to 4 days to get back. So I'm just hoping that I am clear because I'm supposed to go back to work on Monday. I started feeling symptoms like on the 23rd, and I just felt like a stuffiness, congestion, a little bit of a headache. And you know, when you Google stuff like that, it's like, oh, yep, you got it. You got the Omarion. You got the Omicron. You got the Omnitrans. Okay. It was hard to get a COVID test, but I finally got one scheduled for yesterday. So by tomorrow, which will be New Year's Day, I will know if I'm in the clear. And hopefully I'm in the clear. Anyway, that's not what you're here for. I know what you're here for. You're here to talk to me about what it's like to be 4 months post-op. Like, my progress. How much have I lost? Has anything changed? Have I thrown up? I haven't. Spoiler alert, I really haven't. I did experience some dumping syndrome, and that was so not fun, but we'll get into that later. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Amber. I had gastric sleeve or vertical sleeve gastrectomy August 30th, 2021. So I am officially 4 months post-op as of yesterday. So even though I'm feeling a little under the weather, I'm still gonna get it together for y'all and for me, because I look back on these and I'm like, man, it's crazy. Anyway, let's just hop right into the stats right off the bat. If you haven't seen my other videos, go ahead and look in this playlist. I'll also link it down below, and you can follow my progress all the way from when I announced that I was having surgery, my pre-op, my actual surgery day, my post-op, my healing process, like 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, now it's 4. Okay, but I will link that below, and this will make sense if you watch those first, I promise, because I kind of just piggyback off of what we've already talked about and talk about anything new that's changed. So okay, let me just mute that. Literally, no one ever contacts me until I try to film a video. Anyway, so I'm also apologizing in advance if I'm coughing. I'm just I'm sick.
I can't go out. I'm sick.
But I'm trying to get this done for you guys regardless. Okay, stats. My starting weight, my highest known weight, was 323 pounds. Every time I say that, I always like, whoa. Before surgery, I lost 31.6 pounds. After surgery, I have lost a total of about 37.8 pounds. So my current weight is 254 pounds. So I've lost approximately 70 pounds. Now, I know when most people get the surgery, they're dropping like 2, 3, sometimes 4 pounds a week. It's crazy out here. That's not happening to me, like, at all. My body is like, bro, we gonna take the nice slow stroll down on the beach. And you know what? Sometimes that makes me like super irritated, but then other times I'm like, my body knows what it's doing. There's no rush. Just woosah. Every body is different. So I'm losing an average of about 1 pound a week. I did actually start my strength training before I got sick. Am I being as consistent as I need to be? No. So that's why I really can't be mad, because I need to do my part. Yes, I got the sleeve, which it's a tool, but if I'm not going to use it, you can fish for a man or you can teach a man to fish, okay? I want to be taught to fish. The decrease in size of my stomach has helped with portion control and things like that. But you still have to do the mental work and the physical work. But to me, I think the most important is the mental work, because you will get in your head and you will be like hungry in your head. But if you listen to your physical body, you're not really hungry. So there's like that battle, and you have to make sure that you're listening and feeling to the right voice and not getting that head hunger when you don't have physical hunger, if that makes sense. My number one recommendation, if you're thinking about getting this surgery, please go see a therapist. I'd say for at least 6 months. A good therapist that you connect with, that you vibe with, that understands you, at least 6 months. So maybe you start the process, and through that process you're in therapy, because it takes about 6 months to get cleared to do surgery. And that is kind of standard if you're going through your insurance. It's gonna take about 6 months. So while you're waiting that 6 months and you have to do all these different tests and things, which that'll be a separate video, throughout that 6 months you could still be working on your mental health. So that's my number one top tip of all time. Work on this, because this controls literally everything. I want to talk about hunger. I know I talked about it in my last video, and I'm going to talk about it in every video, because before surgery, I am telling you, if and when I experienced hunger, it was always like, feed me or die. And those are your options. There's nothing else. Feed me now or you're going to die. My husband knows, my mom knows. That's just how I was. And it was just this constant like rise and fall in my blood sugar. I'm not sure if I'm still pre-diabetic, but I definitely was before. Hunger now looks a lot different than hunger has looked for a majority of my life. When I get hunger now, I might feel like a little bit of a little grumbling, but am I feeling like ravenous to where I could just kill a man? No, it's like, listening to my body, I think it's hungry. It's hungry. And then I'm like, oh wait, the last time I ate was a few hours ago. My body is telling me that it's hungry. But the coolest part about that is that I eat a regular portion size, actually smaller than a regular portion size, and I feel satisfied. Whereas before, I honestly felt like a bottomless pit. I was the type of person that would devour a burger, devour the fries, devour the drink, and then maybe 2 hours later be looking for something else to devour. That's where I was. Now, if I go to In-N-Out, I'll get my Flying Dutchman, but I can only eat half at a time. And for some people that might seem like a lot, but for me, it's just right. So that one patty, or it's 2 patties, I'll put a picture in here, but this is 2 meals for me. And if I add vegetables to it or something, then it's gonna like break down to maybe 3 meals. It's totally different. It's just great to actually feel that satisfaction earlier rather than later. So what do I eat? I usually have 1 protein shake at least throughout the day, whether that's the Coffee Premier Protein, the Fairlife in chocolate or vanilla, or strawberry. They have a new strawberry one. So good. You know what? It's okay. It needs a little more of a strawberry fling to it, but I just blend my frozen strawberries in with it, and it tastes really good. I've recently been drinking the strawberry, and I'll put in like 5, like couple banana slices and 4 frozen whole strawberries, and I will just sip on that, and I'll put my collagen in there, so I'm getting my protein, I'm getting some fruits, I'm getting some potassium. Which reminds me, one of these days I was at work and I started feeling like really sick. There's a girl I work with, she had the surgery like over 10 years ago, and she was just like, okay, are you okay? Like, what do you need? I was like, I don't know what I need. I literally had to go to the corner of the classroom and lay down because the room was spinning and I felt nauseous, and I thought I had eaten enough, and I guess I hadn't. We like turned out the lights. The kids had gone home at this point, but I was just like releasing. So we turned off the lights and I was just laying down on the beanbag. And then she's just like, let me go get you a banana. And I was just like, oh God, okay, fine, I'll take the banana. Do you know that banana literally did so much for me? And then she told me, you know what, you might have a potassium deficiency. And she said that she has one ever since she got this surgery as well. So I'm like, dang, that must be it, because after I had the banana, I was like ready to go. But before that, I was like a zombie. To stay on track, I'm trying to incorporate more bananas into my shakes daily. What else do I eat? I have Oikos Pro Greek yogurt. They're like 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving, so they're like amazing. And then I'll pair that with my keto granola. I'll put a picture of it here. Or I will break up like a protein granola bar and I will put it inside of there. I just use the Great Value Walmart ones because they're actually really good. They have like a peanut butter chocolate, and when I put it in with the strawberry yogurt, it just feels like I'm eating a PB&J. I was able to start incorporating salads per my dietitian's recommendation. Well, she said I was allowed to try salads again. So the first time I tried it was earlier into the month, and I had butter lettuce, and it just did not sit well with me, and I was so sad because if you've been here for a minute, you know that I usually make my salads with butter lettuce. And it was like the smallest amount, just like a little circle of lettuce, but for some reason my body was just not digesting it, and I literally got kind of sad. But I love salad. I never thought I would be like wanting salad like that, but I did. That did not agree with me. That was the first thing ever that did not agree with me after the surgery. Can you believe it? Lettuce? Like lettuce. Lettuce, pray. So I haven't tried butter lettuce in a few weeks, not since like at the beginning of the month. So I'm gonna try it again soon. Hopefully my body gets its act right together, because I need that butter lettuce in my life. It's just it does something. But I was able to have iceberg lettuce. It's not my favorite, but it did go down nice and smooth, and I have had no problems. I've been having iceberg lettuce for a couple weeks now actually, and I haven't had any issues, thank God. I eat beef every now and then, not too much. My surgeon did say he didn't want me to eat any like steak or beef, and I was just like, bro, that ain't gonna happen. But I feel like there's no foods that I shouldn't have. Just maybe I only have them every now and then, because how do you think I got in the pickle of 323 pounds? Restricting myself. Okay, I eat chicken, fish, turkey. All this stuff is just in smaller portions. Now let's talk about that one time I had dumping syndrome, and let me give you the correct definition of dumping syndrome so that I don't mess it up. Dumping syndrome is a group of symptoms including weakness, abdominal discomfort, and sometimes abnormally rapid bowel evacuation, aka diarrhea. Occurring after meals in some patients who have undergone gastric surgery. That me. So your girl thought, it's been a few months, let me go ahead and have a honey bun. So I had a fourth of a honey bun and my daughter had the rest. And then about 20 minutes later, I felt a little rumbling in the jungling. Okay. And then I had to go and run to the bathroom and evacuate. And that was the first time I've ever experienced dumping syndrome, and I do not want to experience it again. I was just on the toilet. It was just not good. It wasn't a good feeling. So no thank you. No more honey buns for me. That was the first time I've experienced it. I know it won't be the last, because I know there's some things that just aren't going to agree with my body, and I just haven't found them yet, but I will find them, and it probably will be the most inconvenient time. But yes, that was what I have experienced. Something else I'm realizing that I've been doing is grieving. And not grieving like the loss of a person, but the loss of food. The loss of the experience of food. The loss of food was my comfort. Food was my solace. It was something I did when I was happy, when I was sad, when I was depressed, when I was like anxious. Food was the OG, always gonna be there for me. And through therapy, like working through all these issues and realizing the root causes of everything, I realized food can't be that for me. So now I find myself getting kind of sad because I can't eat as much, and I did not think that was gonna happen. I thought, yay, you can't eat as much, woohoo, but it's more like boohoo. It's just a weird feeling to find other ways to cope, because food can't be that. For instance, I really love sushi. like spicy tuna roll is my jam, like a little crunchy tempura, whatever. And I used to be able to eat quite a bit of sushi, but now, like, I got sushi recently, and do you know it took me 4 meals to get through, I think, 1 roll of sushi? But it took so long to just get through a few sushi rolls, and I was like, bro, I just want to eat the sushi. And that's where I had that battle between my mind and my body. My mind is like, yes, girl, eat the sushi now. My body is like, no. My body is telling me no. So I had to listen to my body and stop eating when I feel that fullness, that satisfaction, and just step away and come back to it later. It's stuff like that that makes me kind of sad. Like, I'm grieving it. But if my body is full, then my body is full, and I need to listen to that. Keep telling myself that. And then I've also been struggling with a bit of body dysmorphia, which is not something I thought I would struggle with. I look at myself every day and I really don't see any changes until I look back at an old video or I look back at an old picture. So Aaron was watching one of my videos from, I think it was April of this year, before my surgery, but definitely after I started my health journey. And he like called me into the living room and he's like, come here, look at this. And I was like, what does he want? And then he's just like, look at that screen, because he had me up on the TV. And I was like, what? He's like, do you see how much weight you've lost? And I was just like, I mean, kinda, but not really. It was like, I didn't see it. And then I like looked in the mirror and I looked back at the screen and looked in the mirror and looked back at the screen. And then I was like, oh, okay, I kind of see it now. 70 pounds gone. And I think I want to get down to 200 pounds. I think that'll be good because I am 5'8". So your girl is kind of tall and we don't want to be tall and small. We want to be tall and have it all. Okay, I'm done. Hopefully my body wants to stop there too. I don't know. I don't know. This is all new to me, but we gonna see. But anyway, I have found myself just not really seeing what the difference is unless I'm looking back at pictures or videos. But when I look at myself, like, I feel like I just look the same. Like, I've been bad, I continue to be bad. I never thought I was ugly, even at my highest weight at 323 pounds. So it's not like I'm gonna feel any different now. I do feel like I have some changes mentally going on. And when I say that, I mean, I'm willing to put up with a lot less baloney. Okay, I am advocating for myself. I am putting my foot down. I am telling people like it is. I am setting boundaries. She is growing and she is thriving. The old me, for some reason, I just wanted to just shrink. I did not know my self-worth. I did not love myself through and through the good and the bad. Now I feel like the world is open and I can stand up for myself now. And I wish I had done this before, but I know that everything is in God's timing and I know everything is happening as it should, but it's just crazy. Like, I'm speaking up for myself at work. I am cutting off friendships, relationships that no longer serve me. I just want to continue to grow into the person that I am meant to be. Period. Poop. So that's all the mental stuff. Vitamins, pretty much the same. Water, pretty much the same. Some days I'm really good about getting my water, and some days I'm really not good about getting my water. Same with the vitamins. I have an alarm that goes off every 2 hours to tell me to take my vitamins. Do I always listen to the alarm? No. It's probably why I'm sick now. Sometimes I forget to take them if I'm doing something and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go do it. But what I've started doing is if I am in the middle of something and I need to take my vitamins, I will just snooze the alarm instead of dismissing it. So the way I set my alarms, 5:30 a.m. morning workout, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's when I'm going to work. I ain't been working a few days, so I ain't, a few weeks. So we ain't gonna talk about that. Whatever. It's set. And then 7 a.m. I have the Take Your Calcium Queen alarm. And then around 9 a.m. I have the Take Your Vitamins Girl alarm. And then at 10 a.m. I say, you took your vitamins, right, sis? And then at 11, I'm taking another calcium. So I say, take calcium. And are you hydrated, sis? I have this conversation with myself through my alarms. At 3 o'clock, I have another one to just make sure that I actually took all my vitamins. Yeah, I try to get all my vitamins in during the day so then at night I don't have to worry about it. Which it's easier to do when I'm at work and there's more structure to the day. But when I'm at home and I'm just like, obviously I wasn't feeling well. Wow, I just need the structure of work. Yeah, I think I have covered everything. If you want to see what I eat in a day 4 months post-op, go ahead and let me know down below. I was thinking about filming one sometime this week. I wanted to do it ideally when I was home and not at work. But I've been really sick. This is the longest I've been able to talk without coughing. I'll get something in. I know I will. All right, good vibes 2021. Get out of here. 2022, we welcome you with warm hearts and open arms. Please be good to us. Like, rest in peace, Betty White. Like, today. Anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed and prosperous new year. And if you are thinking about surgery and you're on the fence about it, what I did is I wrote down a list of pros and cons. It's important to write down your pros and cons because it's something different when you can physically see it versus just in your head. It can be a jumbled mess. At least that's what it was for me. But write down your list, pray on it, meditate it. You don't have to talk to anybody about it. It's your body, your decision. If you want to, if you think it's going to help, by all means do it. If you don't think it's going to help, then don't do it. At the end of the day, it's your decision. Okay? And people may agree or disagree, but guess whose problem that is? Not yours. It's not your problem, honey. If you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. Go ahead. I got 2 accounts. I'll link them down below. I always do. Oh, I should probably give you guys a body update. Ignore all the junk in here. So, this sweater is an extra large. And usually I'm a 3X. Well, I was a 3X. And this is an extra large. Still trying to wrap my brain around that. These leggings used to fit like really tight, and now there's just like so much room. That reminds me, I was sitting down, I was next to my husband, and I was like looking at my legs, and I was just like, my legs used to look like hot links, now they look like hot dogs. I was like, dang, where'd the meat? I didn't know my thighs were dying like that. I don't know, but I mean, I still have thighs. I just didn't realize how much was gonna be gone. So long story short, these used to just fit me really, really tight, but now there's a lot of room in them. Yeah, even in the waist, they're just hanging here. That's where I am. I don't know what size pants I wear. I bought a size 14 pants, and I can like get into them, but I can't move in them. So, you know, I feel like maybe I'm a 15, 16, but my highest was like, I was wearing a size 20, 22 in pants. So now I'm like a 15, 16, depending on the brand. You know, jeans are all different. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. Is there lipstick on my teeth? No. Okay. I was gonna say the smallening. What's smallening? My #1 recommend. Are you guys crooked? You've been crooked the whole time. That's okay. Y'all know we a hot mess express over here.
It's not over yet. We've only just begun. Not much time is left. Gotta get to 51. Let's go. I know we'll have some fun.